What's up, guys? Not been a long time this time. We're on schedule. We're right. We're here after just 1 week, and yeah, how's it going? It's not for you guys. It's for the audience. So yeah, comment down how your week has been, right? And yeah, I'm the host for today's pod and the energetic host. Like full of energy, not like hey guys, not like that, like Himal or Chris. So all right, so guys, let's start today's pod. And
Yeah, bro.
how's your week been? how's how's your week been? We'll start with Chris because like today Himal is going on a full passive mode. Himal is more of like a listener, more of like an audience for today's pod, and let's
Uh,
see let's see if he can keep that up.
hopefully,
But yeah, hopefully.
hopefully Himal is a listener for this
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Mission impossible, right?
Yeah, mission impossible for Himal. This is the biggest challenge he's faced in this life for sure. And yeah, you can see he's currently outdoors, and yeah, I hope he'll just enjoy the nature instead of yapping. All right. Anyway, Chris, how's your week been? We'll start with you.
Yeah, man, the week's been fantastic. Pretty monotonous, I would say, because I haven't been doing any different stuff these days. But one good thing that I managed to do this week is create a vlog and link in description, guys. Subscribe to the
No,
channel.
I won't.
No
I
way.
won't. I
No
won't.
way.
I won't link
No,
that vlog.
no way. That's
No,
a
no,
selfies. That's
free
a selfies
promotion.
act. No, 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 no unpaid promotion, guys. No unpaid
Yeah,
promo.
we don't care even if the person is actually in the pod, the member of pod, right? We don't do
Yeah.
unpaid promotions. You gotta pay like $100, all right? So
No,
yeah.
man, I really put a lot of effort into the vlog, so I deserve a little bit of recognition here and there. But besides, like everything is going pretty smooth, I must say. Like college is pretty chill for now. And did I mention or not? But I did receive an opportunity to work with a professor later in the next semester, which is going to be exciting, I guess. I'm really hyped up for it, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
And
can you elaborate on that a
uh,
bit for the audience? I think you talked about it on your vlog, right? Or like maybe you can tell.
yeah,
You
I
you can.
mean, if you want
No,
more
no, no.
info on it,
We
you can
don't.
check out these vlogs.
Just mute
I
this guy.
I accidentally did a
The
promotion
idea,
for
the idea
Chris,
of
man.
like letting you talk was like really, really big sweet.
No,
Like,
actually, we don't force our viewers to watch some other videos, so you need to explain what the research is about, what it's about, how you got that as well.
I would
You can
like to,
inspire
I would
people.
like to give idea to the quiz. I would like to give idea to the quiz. You can just point out asses because obviously he will be there too. He will be there on your channel too. So the only active viewer is asses. So you can like only asses
Uh,
can make till this. Like I think we are already about
yeah.
4 or 5 minutes. No one is going to watch like this far. So you
Uh,
can just point out asses
If
and then like
if
asses,
by if
asses,
by
come on,
any
help me,
chance
mate.
if by any chance anyone else is watching, please comment down because like we're so hopeless
Yeah,
that
we
we
have to
don't
know the
have
name because
audience.
we can even yeah we have the accountable audience and like
yes.
asses.
Asses.
Assis?
Assis.
Assis.
Like
Yeah.
we
Okay,
used to
Ashish,
say
I'm,
this.
I'm gonna I'm gonna brief you out about my whole process about this. Okay, Ashish. Okay. So okay. So I applied for this Thomas Scholar application like during the month of August, and it took about 2 months for the results to come out. So basically, like only about 30 students get this opportunity to work with their professors in their own field. And our department, since it's a really small department, we only have like 10, not even 10, like seven professors who are willing to fill out the Thomas Scholar application for our students. So basically, we students can help the seven professors with their research work, and I wanted to select a professor uh, so based on the field that am interested in. But I thought, why not? Let's try networking for once, and I went across this professor. His name is Abdullah Noor, and I went across his conferences and research past papers, and I got to know that dude is really skilled in networking, but at the same time, he's really into cybersecurity, and he had this. Uh, he had this vast field of variety in his whole resume. You know, he was good in networking, he was good in penetration testing, he was good in cybersecurity. There are lots of things, and me being the same thing, you know, I emailed him. I was like, "Oh, I'm interested in this field, this field, this field." I literally mentioned all the field that I was interested in. You know, really correlated with his fields, and I was like, uh, it would be great if I could get this opportunity, you know, because I have had a lot of background with cybersecurity and all those yapping I did, and you know, it came to fruition. And now I'm going to work with them next semester, so I hope it's going to be fun, and hope I don't suffer from imposter syndrome then, you
Oh yeah,
know, because
you wish, mate. You
yeah,
wish. You wish. You wish. You will for sure. Like if you don't, what's the fun, man? Like you need to know how low you are in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills. You need to be humble. All right, getting
no,
selected for
no,
that
at
paper
least
is
I
not.
should be. No, at least I should be able to be like, oh, I know some stuff about it because of the email that I've written, right? I was like, oh, I know this, but
But
you know, I have to
but you only
maintain
know
the
the
level a
terms.
little bit.
But you only know the terms, not the in
Yeah,
depth
yeah,
in those terms, right?
uh-huh.
Yeah, actually, it's
But
quite good to be humbled
mhm.
down by something that you don't know because like even in my work, like I get really humbling experiences sometimes. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I know everything. This is it. Like, what's there to explore? But like, and there comes something that I need to do, which is really like something that I haven't done, and yeah, it gets humbling. I get a humbling experience, and yeah, it's good to have that once in a while because you know where you know your level, right? You feel like you're in this, like if this is the
Yeah,
graph,
that's a good
you feel like you're
realization. Yeah.
here, but like you're actually here. So you need to work yourself upward, right? Yeah. And you will have that for sure, man. Like I've had like years of professional experience, and I still have that. Come on, man. You're not in the real world
I think we
yet.
should change the name for the channel and then yeah, like you guys are like just explaining like and then like trying to become cool in front of what the fuck is this? Is
In
fake? I
front
don't
of
like
us
this.
is in
What the
front.
yeah, like because come on guys, be real. Like don't try to like make yourself cute, chill. Like everyone is like
See,
explaining about themselves.
the active listener,
Chris is
man.
trying to
Yeah,
no,
active
I have
listener,
to give my opinion
active yapper.
cause yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you
So
see, so this is not like not being real or something like that. We're just talking about like Chris is just talking about the thing that he is like going through right now. Like he got the opportunity, he's sharing it. We definitely gotta do that, right?
yeah,
We gotta
yeah,
share that to Asis for sure.
yeah.
And like doing that is not being not real, man. And like I share my experience, and you're like you're you know
No,
you're feeling problematic because you're not getting to talk, mate. All right, just shut up.
no, no, no. Okay, all
Yes,
right,
yes.
all right, all
Mission
right.
Impossible, right?
Yeah, Mission
But
Impossible.
you know what, Himal? Yeah, I'll let you speak. I'll let you say how your week was, and then I'm gonna interrupt you some second.
All right then, Himal, how's your week
You
been?
can go on.
It's your time to talk,
Hmm.
mate.
No, nothing special.
Yeah.
Like Chris mentioned, like my week was also monotonous, and then like I did nothing new except cycling, and then like yeah, I had a day off on Monday because I'm already off. Like my first semester is already done. I have only got exams to do. So my Monday was like totally full off day. I have to go to uni other times, but like this time I was like completely free by myself at home, and then like I watched a movie after a year, and that was an accomplishment for me. Cause and then like I watched the movie from 2010, and then like it was like fuck, 14 years back, and then the series was worth it. And then
The movie
I watched
was
the movie
Zindagi Na
and
Milegi
the
Dobara, right?
yeah, I know, yeah, and
Yeah,
then
right.
the cycling was pretty good. Like it was like I feel like I went to the work once I came back from cycling because it was like I was really tired. So nothing special. And then like I had an exam, and the main problem is like I was not getting like worried about my exam, and then like that feeling like was getting me worried. Like why I'm not feeling worried about my exam. Like I don't know if I'm clear or not, but like still, I hope Asis will get it. And then like I just did my exams. It went pretty good. Like I'm not expecting too much, but like I have already passed the unit, so that's not a problem for me. So moving forward, I would like to go to the listener mode.
Yeah, yeah. So like,
You know what?
Yeah, you guys can
You know,
continue.
Himal had been talking about going to Spain and doing all these things for a whole year straight, but I just got to know that he hadn't ever watched Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, man. Bro, what were you on about when you were talking about, oh, let's go Spain, let's do
Bro,
these things when you're
I was
going and
just
watch
like
the
curious
movie,
about
man?
exploring the world, bro. Like I have got no problem with the locations and stuff because
Did you not
Spain,
hear like
yeah,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah,
referencing
yeah,
about
like
Spain
Japan,
with that movie?
Mosi
Musi
Mosi,
Musi
Spain.
ita moto san or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that character
So,
is me for sure.
Japan, Mosi, India, भाई साहब क्या हाल चाल? And then like China, yay! I was just talking about the
Senorita.
exploring.
Anyway, whatever, guys. All right,
Yeah.
we're getting off topic, and like, yeah, we're getting a bit off topic, you know. Anyway, 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 like continuing with our pod, like one thing that's really funny to me is that it was uh like in the first days of our pod we used to say like if you're up to here, like make sure to comment down, and Asis used to comment, right, like maybe in 40 or 50 minutes. But right now we're at the point like we know like in the first 4 minutes Asis is the only one who's going to ask, and we're saying the thing that we used to say in 50 minutes in like the first of the pod. And yeah, that's really funny.
No
uh
problem, guys.
Because
We
we
still
know
have the
like
copy of
no
that.
one is too free to like watch till the end, I guess, because people will prefer watching movie or like watching anime or like series rather than watching our pod. Okay,
Guys, we
Asis is
still
a
have
big
the
fan of
copy of
ours,
that.
I guess.
This whole podcast is meant for us only, and we are supposed to be the only viewers. Actually, we have that copium with
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
and it's actually meant for our future selves.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it's for
yeah, that's
our
why no
own.
problem. Like,
It's our actually this pod is not for like viewers or like like getting monetized or something like that, earning money as a side hustle or something like that. It's not about that. It's about us. It's about reflecting like on the things that we used to talk when we were in our 20s. Fuck man, we're old. Anyway, like let's say we get to
bro, no way, no way, no way. I'm not
let's
in the race. I'm not in the race.
let's
I'm
let's
still young. I'm
let's
still young.
let's
Don't make me feel
assume.
like
Shut
I'm
up,
old
man.
enough.
You go into listeners mode, man. Come on.
yeah, listener.
Well, once we like get into our 30s or something, we'll watch the videos back and we have a good laugh. Oh, we used to think something like that. Oh, we're too good for our age, man. Seriously, or some, or maybe like we're too stupid back then. Let's see, like
Oh, these
what
guys were suffering from relationship issues. Oh,
anyway, like
Huh?
we'll be
What
like
was that? I didn't
anyway,
get
who
you.
knows?
Like,
and
yeah.
anyway, we'll be like reflecting that thing, right? So. Yeah, I guess that's the main reason for the pod, and the reason we're doing it every Tuesday is for consistency. We'll use this on the app, right? Like even though Himal is the one who is yapping 70% of the time, we do get sounds like this sometimes, right, Chris? We get to talk sometimes. Let's see, like, uh,
Yeah. Well,
but like, yeah,
it's more than being able to talk, it's more about being able to experience silence for some time. The pleasure you get from a quiet environment. It's really tough to get that in this podcast.
yeah. See, see, there was like 2 seconds of silence or something, like just because Himal is listening. Just because Himal is listening,
Yeah,
yeah. Himal the
it
hero,
feels so
man.
good.
Himal the hero. Truly,
Mhm.
truly the hero, man. Today, yeah. Anyway, like, I think we're done with
Oi,
every.
I think I should give nickname to you, buddy. Anyway, let's give chance to talk. Anyway, you can continue. Anyway, yeah, you can continue. Anyway, I'll be silent.
I take the Himal the hero back, man. All right, so it's my turn to like say like how my week was, right? But there was nothing special. Oh yeah, one thing special, man. So what happened last week was that's a really not a that's not an interesting thing, but like it's something that doesn't happen normally, right? And it was like Shut up, man,
Is the
Himal,
Bisala
please.
incident?
Yeah, it's the Bismillah incident. So what happened was Bismillah's flight was scheduled for November 8th. And everything was good, like
This
everything
is
was
typical.
on schedule. And but like, so November 8th was Friday, but there was a notion, there was a rumor around like the day Bismillah's flight was, because like everyone thought it was on Saturday, not on Friday. And like everyone kept saying it's on Saturday, 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 and like nobody bothered to double check it. Everyone was pretty confident with that. And yeah, on Friday, like on Friday on November 8th, Mr. La actually went out with Fauzu and like to have a great, the last night before going to Australia, and everything was pretty okay till that day. But the next day on November 9th, when he got back home and he looked into his tickets and he was like, what the fuck? My flight was yesterday. I missed a goddamn flight, man. And yeah, that was it. Like everyone was it was a really tense moment, and like he couldn't afford to like stay there, stay in Nepal for more time, because like the leave was already over and he had to get there anyhow. And we had to get some tickets, and the sad thing was that the tickets were not available at all, like for that day or for the next day as well. So because the airport is closed for 8 hours, the Kathmandu airport is closed for 8 hours, so it was a really like problematic thing. And we somehow got one ticket on Monday, which cost like 270,000 rupees. Is 2,70,000,
Oh,
2,70,000 yen PR, which is equivalent to, I don't know, like
2008.
two, 2,200 or $2,300 or something like that. And
Yeah,
No, 3008, right?
yeah,
US
Three
dollars, not
and it was
US
it was
That's
dollars.
it was
basically a like this basically a income of a student for a month. Like
yeah,
one student can earn that amount in a month, and then monthly expense is gone in a monthly income gone in a second.
yeah. And like
Yeah,
the
that's
thing was
horrible.
that uh, even getting that ticket was pretty hard. And we had actually planned Kathmandu to Delhi, Delhi to Amsterdam, Adelaide or something like that. But like the problem was, even the
Yeah,
Tickets were not available. It was like the ones that were available were for like 60 or 70,000 yen PR. Normally it's like 10,000 rupees, and it skyrocketed to 70,000 rupees, like because the airport is closed for 8 hours. So yeah, the getting out of Nepal or coming to Nepal is a pretty expensive thing for now, because of the airport. Anyway, yeah, that's what happened. And like we did the tickets and everything, and it was a pretty pretty weird experience, I guess. And like I don't think I'm not sure if I'm meant to say this here, but like Bisala got a tattoo that night. Uh, Me and Bisala went for that, and like because he got a silver tattoo. And yeah, I was just waiting around, and I went to Patton, and like just it was a solo experience. It was also a pretty good experience. And then after coming back, we went for movies, and we didn't get to watch Sarangi or something movie that's really trending right now. Instead, we watched Singham Returns, and yeah, it was very, the movie content things like situationship, ghosting, and all, all the Gen Z terms and stuff like that. And it was like, what
yeah,
the hell? They are making movies like this. And you know, it was a pretty, it was a not bad movie, but like could have been. Bollywood is pretty much not that interesting at this point. But yeah, we watched movie, and like
I agree.
that was it. The next episode I went for shopping and stuff like that. And yeah, yesterday we dropped Bisla to the airport, and he's
Yeah, you were not there. I was the like
I
story. I
was
see
I
the
was the
story.
cameraman. I was the cameraman. That's the reason I was not in the photo, man. Like,
You could have get
Oh,
one selfie, buddy. You could have
the
get one
the
selfie.
tragedy
Come
of a
on.
cameraman. I couldn't get
I
into the
You
photo
always
because
you will always remain cameraman. Anyway, you can continue. Anyway, you were cameraman. I know. Okay.
anyway,
anyway,
yeah. Hopefully,
that
Bisala is gonna join us like next week or the week after.
Yeah.
Hopefully, now
hopefully,
that
yeah,
he's in
Next week.
Australia, he's gonna relate to us more,
yeah,
mainly to Pane,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
can give us some advice along the way.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Let's see if we can get him to the pod. So Anyway, like that was pretty much it for that. That was all the interesting things
Like,
that happened last week, and yeah,
I would like to interrupt. Like, once we started doing poll, like from the first
first
episode, we
part.
are like, yeah, we'll invite Visalda, and then Visalda will be there, and then like we are like, yeah, Visalda is coming to Nepal, and then we will get Visalda once he get here, and then like we were like, yeah, Visalda is busy, and we'll wait for Visalda to get back, and then like he actually like forgot the date for the flight, and then he actually missed the flight, and then like otherwise like it was meant to be due yesterday night, like at the beach, me and Visalda on beach, and you guys were on the rooms, but like it went out like it turned out to be a different thing. But actually, our port's main agenda is like getting Bisalda in port, and then like we have not succeeded
we
yet.
we did succeed actually
Anyway,
once.
any anyway, I would like to give
I think Chris. I think I'll kick this
mic back
guy.
to the host.
Chris, I think I'll kick this guy from the pod.
Anyway,
He was
anyway, Chris, you have
since
to aid me back. Anyway,
wait. Since he's a listener anyway, I think he-
anyway,
I think it's okay to kick him out of the pod because he needs to watch the video, man, not be here. You know.
I would like to give
All
last
right,
opinion.
moving on.
It's like
Okay,
it's
no,
like
not
it's like you
anyway.
guys are
Moving
like
on,
you guys are
moving
like
on,
you guys
Moving
you
on.
guys are like
moving
you guys are
on.
like harassing me about like yapping stuff. So I got new thing for you. I will find one for Chris too. Anyway, you can continue. Anyway,
How are you being an active listener, man? You're yapping all the way.
Yeah,
You're not a
you
listener.
know,
no
All right.
way.
looks like the podcast. You are not getting anything out of the podcast, man. You really gotta
Oh,
look back to it, review some podcasts because I don't think you're changing, man. You gotta be an active listener, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, seriously.
okay, all right. Anyway, I'm in a mute mode.
Guys, we should be making this pod like, uh fruitful. Like for people who watch this, they need to take something out of the pod, right? We can't be just joking around. We can't be, saying anyway all the time around, laughing and all. We need to be serious, man. This is the pod, and people like us are like actually giving their time watching this. So we need to make sure like
Yeah.
we're able to give out a couple of things, maybe like a couple of good insights or something like that. We can't be like just doing random talks and then uploading it on YouTube, say giving the tag of pod, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think it's time to be a bit serious. And like now that Himal is silent, I think it will definitely be fruitful. So yeah, now that we're done with all the everyday like things, how's the week been, stuff like that, I think it's time to move on to the actual topic of today's pod, and that is possessiveness. So last week we had talked about like relationship and stuff like that, like what should be the ideal relationship and like how things go and stuff like that. If you haven't watched that, make sure to watch it. The previous pod, and yeah, well, I think we can consider it a subset of that thing as well. Like possessiveness is not only in relationship, but like it can, yeah, in relationship, but like not in the romantic relationship only, right? It can mean different ways. So we'll be exploring all the parts of possessiveness. Like one father can be possessive of their son or daughter as well. That's also possessiveness. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. So we'll be discussing all the aspects of that, and yeah, I guess that's the main topic for today's pod. So we'll be starting off with Chris, as I mentioned previously, because Chris is going to be
Yeah.
the one who will speak the most today. And yeah, Chris. So what do you think of
Hopefully.
possessiveness in general? Let's get a couple of words from you so that we can actually like dive in depth into that topic.
Uh-huh. So normally, as it sounds like possessiveness, the word possessiveness really sounds a bit negative, right? But I think there are a few positive aspects to it too. But in most cases, most circumstances, you're looking at relationships, whenever we talk about possessiveness, it's basically about a partner not willing to let the other partner do their own thing or become themselves, basically, right? So we have seen a lot of examples. I don't want to point out a specific example, because it's
Anyway,
everywhere
that was
all
good
around
thing.
us.
Yeah.
You want to give a shout out, Himal, to the person I'm talking about? Yeah,
Yeah, I want to give a shout out. Yeah, shout out to you, buddy.
yeah, shout out to you, buddy. Shout out to you, Dada.
Guys, we can give references that our viewers are not gonna understand. All right, we need to be
Oh, yeah,
serious.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be any
Yeah,
Dada in the world, right?
you can already guess it with the like accent that people are taking. Anyway, Chris, continue.
Uh-huh. But basically, there should be a limit to how much possessiveness you must have towards a person, right? So basically, taking away all their rights and all their just not letting them be themselves is a really bad form of possessiveness. But at the same time, when there is a mutual understanding, like there's always some part of you that wants to be possessive. I think it's good to maintain a relationship because if you don't feel the need of being possessive, that basically means that you're not attached to that person because there has to be some form of possessiveness there, but the thing turns out to be toxic when it goes beyond boundaries and basically you seize all their rights. You don't want them to be themselves. You don't like how they act on a daily basis. In that circumstances, possessiveness can be very toxic. But yeah, talking about the good side of possessiveness, I think it's a key thing to maintain a relationship. You must be able to express what you don't like about a person. And in some cases, you might want to change a person's habits. In some cases, I think it's really fruitful for a relationship because if we just hide our feelings, if we don't express how we actually feel about that person, then there's going to be some imbalance in the relationship. There's going to be some awkwardness or a negative feeling. So you must be able to express what you desire from a person or what you want a person to act like in a relationship, but there's always a limit to how much you do it, and you just can't basically seize all their rights to act like how they are. But there are a few things you could remind them about. So I think, yeah, basically possessiveness is particularly negative when I talk about it, but there are a few positive aspects to it, as I talked about, right? But the most examples that we see all around us are particularly negative side of possessiveness, and there's also the non-relationship kind of possessiveness that will be going on later on, right? But talking about the
Yeah.
relationship possessiveness, I think that's the thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah, spot on, man, spot on. Like, you cannot like just because the word sounds wrong or like word sounds a bit bad, a bit maybe even a bit toxic, it doesn't mean like it
Mhm.
necessarily is toxic, right? Like a relationship without possessiveness, I don't think something like that even exists if both people have feelings for each other. But like that doesn't mean that you will be like basically, yeah, as you said, seizing all the rights. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. And yeah, possessiveness is
Mhm.
actually needed for a successful relationship, I would say, because like there might be things people want to do, like your partner wants to do, which for sure is not a good thing. And yeah, if that's the case, I think it makes perfect sense to be positive. And if there is something you definitely have a bad feeling about, it makes sense to talk it out with them and like, just not, let it be because it's their life. And that's not how a relationship works. Because if that's their life, if that's your life, like 100%, if that you guys are independent of each other and like you don't really talk things out, you just do whatever you want, what's the point of a relationship, right? Like you need to be a bit considerate of what your partner is doing. That's something needed. But like, yeah, if you don't really care about what others do at all, if you don't really have anything with the other person, it's more of like situationship, right? It's not a
Yeah.
relationship, because a committed relationship
Mhm.
needs like understanding of each other, and like, you get what I mean, right? Like if it's
Yeah, I
yeah,
mhm.
if there is no positiveness, if there is no really, communication around like stuff that each other are doing, it's basically situationship. You just have fun. You're not really committed. You don't care about other things. You're just romantically involved. That's it. So yeah.
Yeah, I do think relationship is about, helping each other grow, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And for that, you have to point out their bad sides, their bad habits. And as you said, you have to talk it out to maintain a healthy relationship. And it is a part of growing up. Like, as we discussed like two or three podcasts earlier, the act of being not dogmatic, right? The act of listening or taking into others' advice, others' opinions, and trying to change your habits too. That is
yeah.
also a part of maintaining a healthy relationship. And yeah, possessiveness is also a crucial part to maintain a healthy relationship. You know,
Yeah,
it's not a bad side, bad
yeah,
aspect.
yeah. So like the main part that distinguishes like healthy possessiveness from unhealthy is the amount of possessiveness you have. Like I've seen a lot of relationships, especially in these days, right? I've seen many people whose
Hmm.
relationship is like, yeah, it is a relationship. It is a committed relationship, and like they really love each other, but their possessiveness is really toxic. So I've seen people who've got their partner, right, and it's the only person they have. They don't have anyone else. They don't have their friends. They don't have, like, they do have friends. They do have family. They do have other people. But it's the same as saying they don't have them, because like the relationship is something like you're the only person in this world. You're everything of mine, and if I have you, everything is like completely like I've achieved everything if you are just by my side. And I think that's a bit of
Yeah.
a toxic trait. Like that's a bit of a toxic relationship, because like not really toxic relationship. Yeah, it can, like, if that's how your relationship looks like, it will definitely get toxic, because like you don't even get to have friends. You don't get to hang out with your friends, because like you just need all your time. You just need to give everything you have to your partner, and that's it. You don't have a life outside your partner. If you guys break up, that's it. You're done. You don't have anything in your life. So it gets toxic if that's like that's how your relationship looks like, right? But like, yeah, I think it doesn't make sense to have something like that, like making your partner everything, because what's the fun, man? Like, you've got a life, you live it once, and you've basically given it up to your partner, and there's no fun in that, right? You're not going to achieve anything. Yeah, you'll get a couple of kids, you'll have a good family. Yeah, that's great, but like, you won't have anything other than that.
Mhm.
Your partner is everything that
Yeah.
you'll have, and if things don't go right, you're done, right? So
Yeah.
that sort of relationship is what generally produces something like toxic possessiveness, because like you've got nothing else than your partner itself, and if you want all their time, you want all their attention, you want all their energy. So I think something like that
Mhm.
creates more of a toxic possessiveness, and the bad image possessiveness has. And yeah, I think yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Also, like if you are wondering if you are actually a possessive person, like many people wonder if they are actually possessive, or they are really asking each other if they should be possessive. Just keep yourself just put yourself on the spot, instead of your partner, and just just feel how, just think how you would feel if you were in their spot and they were telling you to not do these things or like change your habit. Simply, you just put yourself on the spot and you can think whether you're actually being possessive or not, or whether your acts are actually being possessive, or it's normal for a healthy relationship. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, that definitely makes sense, man. Yeah. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know,
At
man.
the same time,
Chris,
I do think that I don't know the science behind it, but I do think that girls tend to be more possessive than boys. I don't know if it's a psychological thing or biological thing or anything like that,
wait,
but
how do you know that? Like, is there anything that's backing up your claim, or like you're just saying
yeah,
it out
the
randomly?
only backup that I have is all the stories that I've listened to everywhere. I've always heard about girls being the possessive ones because I've
Yeah,
never
so
heard guys being, at least in a sense, that not letting their partner hang out with their friends, or not letting them do what they want to do. Most of the cases that is with girls, probably also because guys are mostly into wild and wild stuff,
yeah,
but at the same
Yeah,
time, looking just like judging from everyone's standpoint, I do think that girls tend to be a little more possessive, you
yeah.
know.
I think it also makes sense actually for girls to be possessive because they're more of like emotional beings, right? So like the emotional attachment
Hmm.
that they get with their man is something that creates the possessiveness. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the reason for something like that. And the other reason you mentioned is like yeah, men are wild and like they really love to go out there like do stupid stuff. So yeah, it makes sense for your woman to be like possessive of you with that regards as well. But like if you
Mhm.
guys have enough trust, yeah, I think yeah, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, but trust can be broken. Ah,
Yeah,
because
we
because
know people who've done that. We know people who've done that.
come
Anyway,
on, that was like
anyway,
Anyway,
that backfired,
basically,
right?
basically,
All right.
basically. Let me talk, guys.
Yeah,
Basically. Anyway, you guys can
you must be
continue.
suffocating, man. Not talking for such a long time. You must be suffocating. Yeah, breathe
yeah.
No,
it,
like
breathe.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful because if I talk on this topic, this will be made because I'm not good in this topic.
Yeah, all right.
If
Yeah,
I
that
talk,
makes sense.
I'll be bad in front of audience because if I split what I think, if I split what I actually think about this thing, then audience will be like, oh, I will get
You,
bad
yeah,
impression
they'll
and
be like,
all. So,
you
yeah,
so.
they were like, anyway, you go away, Himal. Anyway, basically,
Yeah,
we'll continue
yeah,
with pod without
yeah.
you, Himal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll
And also
continue with.
the thing to add on is in the case where we're being possessive with not our relationship partner, but with our family members or our siblings or any of our closed ones, right? It all boils down to the same concept of uh, being possessive, right? But I think it's a little bit different in that case, where you do want them to change their habits or their way of lifestyle, but it is not in in a relationship way. It's rather in a trying to help them sort of way, you know. So I think being possessive in a family situation is more beneficial than being possessive in a relationship thing,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
So
In
yeah,
some sense.
what I think of like being possessive in like in non-relationship thing is that I think it's for the better of you. So yeah, your parents definitely get possessive of you, right? Even us, like our parents definitely get possessive of us, and they want the best for us, right? Like ultimately, whatever they're
Mhm.
saying, whatever they're restricting us of, like they don't want to, maybe they don't want to really go out at night all the time. They don't want to go us, like, they don't want to see us like go too far to travel as well. They don't
Yeah.
want us to do all the things that we really want to do. But like it's not that they're restricting us, but like it's they're possessing of us, right? They don't want bad things to happen. They're just worried about that. And I think yeah, it's more of like, being worried about like the worst thing, worst case maybe, instead of
Mhm.
like, really trying to make your partner everything and stuff like that. It's a really different sort of positiveness if it's for your family members or something like that. And like ultimately it's for the benefit of you. Like whoever is being positive with you ultimately is for you if it's not your romantic partner because what else why would someone be positive of you, right? Like I think if they are is for
yeah,
you.
that's a good
uh,
question. That's a good question for you, and I would like to
yeah,
like pass this question to you
what was the question?
because think once.
Yeah,
Anyway, think once, buddy.
exactly, why would
Why
someone wanna
why would one why would one be possessive over you? Think over you.
over me? Oh.
Think, buddy.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
that way?
think,
Maybe I've got someone
think.
who will be positive of me, maybe. Who knows, mate? Who knows?
Bro, just daydreaming. Come on.
Anyway, mate,
It's
shut
better
up,
to.
mate. You don't know what's going on, all
Anyway,
right?
All right.
but I think
um,
a good reason for why family, I mean possessiveness within a family situation is beneficial could probably be because Our close ones have known us longer, they know us completely compared to most relationships, right? I will not say every relationship, but most of the times our family members or our closed ones are more familiar with us. They know us better compared to our relationship partner, which is also why their advice or their suggestions, they are more beneficial to us, or we should be more willing to listen to them, right? I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that could be one of the reasons too.
Yeah, makes sense. Like, why would you want to listen to someone who has been with you for 2 months and like, giving you all the advices and stuff like that? Instead,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
yeah, instead listen from someone who has been with you for like whole life. And yeah, that definitely makes
Uh-huh.
sense. Like that's a pretty good perspective. I didn't think of this way. So like, kudos to you, mate.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it makes sense.
yeah, I think yeah. So like, I think we need to let him out speak for once, maybe in terms of relationship positiveness. What he has to say in that
I
regards,
have not
maybe.
nothing to, I have nothing to say because I have never been in an actual relationship yet, so I had no idea. So
See,
if any girl is
you have a
See,
watching
younger
this,
brother,
well,
right, Hima? Like, do you have any
yeah,
possessive feelings towards your brother or something?
yeah, obviously that's a common thing, bro. Because like I didn't used to have possessiveness before
you came to Australia
before
before you came
no
to.
before I came to Kathmandu, I guess.
Oh,
I actually had no idea what I didn't give a fuck about that
you were just a
thing
kid
at the
back then,
past
mate.
and
Yeah, you didn't really have possessiveness when
yeah,
you
and
were
then
like
yeah,
12, when you were like 14, mate.
yeah, and then like once I get Kathmandu and then like Kathmandu, the dream city, Kathmandu, yeah, sounds cool. And
Focus on
then
the
like
topic, mate.
yeah, after that like I started getting possessive over stuff,
Yeah.
and then like what I actually get idea about possessiveness is like when some other people are like taking high authority over your people, and then you will start getting possessive out of nowhere. Even though you were not possessive back then, you will start getting possessiveness. That's what I learned. Like if
Yeah, that makes sense.
you guys
Yeah.
get the idea or not,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly,
like
exactly.
I didn't care about my brother if it's only him and me. I'm not possessive. Like if he, me, and my family, but like if some other person are like trying to like control him or like bully him or doing like any kind of stuff over him, and I will be like, get the hell out of here, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're nobody.
That's the
Even
whole, yeah, that's the whole point of possessiveness, actually. Like, you don't really get possessive when you're just two of us because it's okay, right? You're just the
not
two of
not
two.
only two of us, but like
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but
yeah,
like
yeah. If you're
yeah,
on the common ground, if you're like completely like nobody outsider is like interfering you, even in a romantic relationship,
yeah.
that is the case. If you're just talking with your girl all the time, if you're just with her all the time, there's no possessiveness. But like
But like
when you want to do
you
something
you will
else.
never know like yeah.
Yeah. When you want to go out there, when you want to do something that your partner doesn't have control over, you then get possessive. And yeah, that's the same for like that's the same case in like non-romantic relationship as well. But the only thing different is that it's more of like for the benefit of the other person and not just the fear of like losing you or something like that. So yeah, you really
I mean like
made a great point.
if
Yeah.
if I have to like explain or like go deeper into this, but like I think we can easily like differentiate toxic, toxic one and then like good one. Like if you're possessive over your family, that's normal. You can't say like toxic, like and then like the thing is like uh, some Genzi people are like they're being toxic within 1 or 2 days of like knowing each other. That's really a toxic like toxic possessiveness because they're just like pretending like they're possessive, I guess, because like you have to feel to be a possessive. I think
It's
you
it's
have
not something
to.
you force it out, right? It's something that you feel from within
Yeah, it's
and
not
you
like
just
you. It's not like I'll try to be possessive for an hour. Yeah, buddy, what's up? All good? Well, it's not like that.
it's
Like
it's more of like just a feeling that
yeah, it's total like
you gotta share
yeah,
with your partner or something like that. Yeah, definitely makes sense, man.
yeah.
The main outcome is
I think
don't
like
care.
one time like I think I can share a story from our study. I story from our college. I don't know if Ananda still remembers this or not, but like Ananda was trying to sell past papers and all, and then like I was pretty much interested, and then like I was not interested over his deals because I can make good deals out of nowhere because I have good skills. And then like one of our senior, like he was trying to bully Anand, and I was like, I got the idea, and I was like, hey, you buddy, you all good? Do you remember this or not? The guy who used to look like me, who used to like have the same appearance as me, the guy who used to play TT with us, but like never win one game.
Oh, you mean the 30 man, 30.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah,
Like
people
I was
from
like,
ALM,
bro, got any
people
problem?
people who
And then like
study.
we were like, I was like, bro, you got any problem? And then like he have got one other friend, and he was like, okay, I will handle this.
He
And
didn't
then like
really
he started like making me.
he didn't really
No,
like
he was
bully
trying to
me.
bully you, buddy. He was trying to like you're like you made this deal like the deal was like this and like you're changing right now and then like you have to do this like he was like basically like threatening you because he was senior and then I was like bro we didn't give a fuck about senior because I was senior
Oh,
me and Susan were senior for the whole whole A
oh,
levels till
okay.
now.
I get it. Like
I think
you're
yeah
talking
this
about when we
yeah
were in AS.
yeah yes not
Oh
A2.
yeah, I understood something else. Oh yeah,
I
makes
didn't
sense. Yeah, yeah. But like
it
he
was like
apologized later on, right? And yeah, it's okay.
later on because like
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a pretty much like yeah.
yeah, but
That
like if like I was trying to like get him back at the time, but like I really didn't like mean it. Like I didn't really try by myself. So
if
if
I
it
had
was
to.
like all the normal time, I will like join him to bully him. But like it was serious, and then I was like, hey buddy, you get serious? Wanna have one on one? And then like
Yeah,
it's pretty
actually,
normal.
in Nami, I did have like the whole bachelor's hostel people with me, so there was no problem at
Ah,
all. Like, nobody could really touch me because like I had the power of the whole bachelor's people, backing me up, and even if
but
something
like
did happen, there was no problem at all.
for, for me, like for someone who is free like me, I don't need no backup and powers. Like I'm good on my own, you know.
No, I mean, there
Weak
it was.
people, weak people need powers, right, Chris?
Bro, I've never picked
Weak
fight with
people.
people, and like I think it doesn't. Okay, well, I think we should dive into this topic, like picking fight with people. What do y'all say? I think yeah, because like
I think that's a complete nonsense topic for Chris. Why would a
yeah,
god pick a fight with a random living creature? Why would a like non-vegetarian god pick a fight with? But it will be like it
living
will be really
burgers.
good to listen if like he have some fights. Like I will react like, oh, for real, Chris, the
Yeah,
Chris
it's like
Nirvana that I know.
I think
I think
picking fight is like completely stupid actually. Like it's not completely stupid. You need to pick a fight if things are getting way beyond your like hands. There is a time, there is this sort of like a limit to what you pick fight against and what you don't. But like
but I'm the guy who like passed the limit. I'm the guy who trigger others.
but
I
there
can't
there
say
are
anything
people
about these
people who
things.
pick a fight for nothing. So I don't think it makes sense to like
like
you know
mall.
I don't think Imal also picks fight for nothing. I don't think that's the case, but
No,
like
But like I don't.
I remember the day when we were going to Rara and during the bus and we had that incident where the conductor
That
told
was
us
not
to
for nothing, bro. That was there. That was a big deal. I still
bro,
have a picture of ticket.
you guys
I
got
have to file
scammed.
a
You
complaint.
should have hit one or two punches
Yeah.
in his face, man. You guys
Bro,
got scammed.
it's totally his mistake, buddy.
Yeah.
The fucking nod guy, bald guy. Fuck off,
Uh,
buddy. Censored content. You can blur it. I
no,
don't know. I don't give a
Iman
fuck.
was ready to, pick up the fight with that
Yeah,
guy. He
I
was
was
ready to
ready.
throw punches.
Like if it was Nirza and me, we could have like really bang him for real.
bang him. Okay.
Because
Uh,
bang on his face, buddy.
Okay.
You're
Anyway,
but
I
getting it
then
think
what,
wrong.
mate?
I think
But then what?
I think we'll move on from this topic because we're really getting furious, right? So yeah, it makes sense to get into topics that are more like calming, soothing. Not really, making you worked up and feel like I need to beat someone today. So what? Anyway, as the host, I take over the mic and like ask you guys to move on from this topic. And so like we were in the topic of possessiveness, right? I think did we pretty much complete the topic or like there's something you guys wanna add on to it? or maybe something that is.
I just wanted to dive into one thing, but I don't think it's a good way to dive into it. I just like how I talked about possessiveness with girls and boys.
Hmm.
In a similar sense, I do feel like parents are more possessive with their daughters compared to their sons, although it
I'd
makes
be the
sense,
same.
right?
I'd be the same. Seriously, as a father, I'd be the
Yeah, I
same.
mean, uh, yeah,
As
because
a father, that's
in
pretty
today's
normal, I
world,
guess. Cause boys
yeah,
are
in today's
boys. Come
world,
on, leave
you
See,
them.
know,
Let them.
the problem is
Boys
that
are boys.
the problem is that
Yeah. Cause
men
we
know.
know.
Yeah, we know. That's the problem. We know
Yeah,
what
we know the
men
stuff.
do. We know all the dark sides. We
Yeah.
know all the bad things. That's the reason we get
yeah,
possessiveness in the first place. And like, come on, man. Yeah, I don't want my daughter to
Yeah.
like
yeah,
be in that
yeah.
character, right? I don't want my.
Yeah, we
But like,
exactly
I
know the
wanna.
mindset of
I,
other fellow men, right?
Yeah, we know everything.
But
We
yeah.
know how men think. We know
yeah,
how men work. We know how like we know everything, right? So that's the problem. Men being
It's like
possessive
yeah.
is that's the only reason men are possessive about like stuffs like unless if like you're being possessive with your son or like if you're being possessive with your brother or something like that, that's only for the sake of their future. Maybe like you don't want them to do drugs, you don't want them to get into the bad habit, like in the extremely unrecoverable habits, right? So that's one of the reasons
mhm,
for men
Yeah.
being possessive with men, in terms like it's your son or like it's your like siblings or something like that. Other than that, the only problem is that uh, if that's not the case, I guess there is no possessiveness in like men to men connection. And like, yeah, you want them to have a better future, so that's also something you might wanna like scold them or like talk to them about. But that's it. You don't care about other stuff, right? As a man. But like when it's your
mhm,
daughter, when it's your like like girl sibling or something like that, things get completely
mhm.
different. Like you need to you get into a completely different spectrum. Like your thought process is completely different because that's how the world is, mate. Right?
Yeah. I mean, there are a few cases where where men might not be what we think of them, right? But I know it's really rare, but there might be some instances where suppose, like hypothetically speaking, like my daughter would argue with me talking about a man who she thinks is, good or trustworthy, and I, being a man myself, I would feel like, no, all guys are the same, they have the same mindset. I would not allow her to, uh, stay in a relationship or, engage with that person. But in some rare cases, like she might be correct, but it's pretty much rare though. But there are good guys out there, I'll not be like, oh, there are no zero good guys out there,
We
because
are
looking at me
we do exist,
myself,
man. Look at us. Look at us. We do
yeah,
exist, right?
looking at me
You
myself,
you can include yourself in we. Come on.
Yeah,
no,
why, man? Like I'm the most straight guy. Like in English, it gives
What
a
do you mean
different
by
meaning.
straight?
It gives a different meaning. Like straight means like it goes into the
You mean
LGBT
you
section,
mean
but like
Chris is you no you're directly like pointing out to the Chris and saying like Chris you're gay.
yeah,
That's not a good
yes.
thing.
So like,
mom,
looking at
That's like
myself,
harassing on a
looking at
poll.
yeah.
looking at myself, I sometimes feel like, oh, there are good guys out there too, I mean, why
Come
am I
on,
not listening
guys.
to my daughter
Every day,
sometimes,
Why you like
every day I wake up, I look up into the mirror and say, "Oh my goodness, there are good guys out there in this world,"
yeah.
right?
fuck off, guys?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
like
basically.
I feel
Anyways, come
I
on,
feel
guys.
like shut up, man. I feel like the only reason men get possessive, like when it's whether it's your sibling or it's your partner, even if it's a romantic partner, is that they
Or
don't want one. That's the only thing. Like men, that's the only fear they
yeah,
have. And
I will ask you guys one question like about possessiveness and the romantic partner.
mhm,
As a man, as a man, two questions actually. I have to get two questions.
mhm.
Will you stick to a long distance relationship as a man with your romantic partner? I am talking in terms of loyalty. This one is loyalty test because someone is getting so hyped up nowadays. And then like let's dive into this because
Let's not get off topic, guys. Let's
I
not get off topic. All right, because
oh that's not off topic,
we
bro. I'm really into the
wait.
topic.
We already discussed like relationship last podcast, so we can do that yet again. We're talking about
No,
Oh,
possessiveness.
we talked about
this
long
is
distance
about the
relationships too.
Yeah, already we already did that. We
no.
can't bring that up again.
Come on. Okay, okay. So I will ask next question. You guys are already. It means you guys. This is pretty much clear, viewers, because you got the answer, I guess, because they are afraid to answer it means no. That's a
No.
straight no, and then like
Obviously,
yeah,
we
it's straight
dived into
no.
this too deep in the previous video, man. Where
Yeah,
was the concentration?
we
I talked like 15 minutes straight about how long some long distance relationships work, some do not, you
yeah,
know.
we
If
pretty
I
much
was
discussed
there,
everything in this topic in the last part, and you were like asking the most basic questions. What the fuck, man? If you want to know what I
yeah, you
think,
know,
what we think, Chris and me, just go watch the previous part, all right? You're not really paying
yeah,
attention.
Uh,
yeah, sometimes go and watch the pod and learn to be an active listener too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, moving on, moving on.
groupism,
moving on.
groupism. Come on. Anyway, groupism is bad
Yeah,
thing.
what's the next question, mate?
Basically, the next question is also related to the same topic, so you guys will be like, "Hey, yeah, get in the bag," and then
Yeah, you used to
get
definitely go
same
and watch
answer
the
again
last
and
part,
again.
mate. You used to go and watch the last
Yeah,
part
Because
really,
man.
I
really
think
well.
I have,
I think
I
Chris
think
knows
second
more
question
about
is
not Chris. I think Asis knows more about what we talk than Himal, even though Himal is right here in the
Yeah,
yeah,
pod.
Ashish,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can, Ashish, you can just comment down and I will get your comments, so it will be easy for me to like wrap up things easily because I don't have to go through the 2 hours long video.
Yeah,
So make sure you got it.
we
Make
should
sure you do
ask
it.
we should ask
Make sure
Asis
you,
to summarize everything
yeah,
we talk in the pod, and most of the times it's
yeah.
This
random
is
So
bullshit.
this is
basically,
Ashish.
basically,
This is
Ashish,
Ashish's
you
assignment
do,
for the next week.
Yeah, I think ASL
yeah.
pod A stands for Asis, man, not Ace.
Yeah,
Uh,
All right, so anyway, like Himal pretty much broke the flow, man. We were really
yeah,
going deep into the topic. It was like,
you,
yeah, what were
yeah.
we discussing about actually?
possessiveness,
Yeah,
man, father.
well, yeah, it was about
Yeah,
like
we did.
man-to-man relationship and man-to-woman relationship and stuff like that, and possessiveness with regards to that. So, yeah, Chris, if you want to add anything, or like we should move on to the next topic, which we don't have in mind yet, so we need to
Mhm.
find that out.
Yeah. I mean, regarding possessiveness, I guess that's pretty much it, right? Like looking at it from a biological standpoint, yes, we are more we are more possessive with our female siblings, female closed ones, probably, due to the whole situation with the world right now and due to the fellow mindsets that other men
We
have,
carry that we carry that
that
basically we can say
me
we.
aside, me aside, but that's the thing.
You can say me. If you're like talking about me aside, you should you should declare yourself as a GAY. I don't know.
But when we talk about like in a relationship standpoint, it's up to you to decide. Yeah, I'm talking to the audience, right? It's up to you. You have to analyze where you stand in right now, and you must be able to figure out whether you're being too possessive or it's it's essential for a good healthy relationship. You must be able to figure that out by yourself, right? But
Azur,
yeah,
Like
I guess
if
we
you're
can move on with
giving
this topic.
yeah, I would like to give the last position to the audience about the possessiveness. If it's not your family or sibling or close one friends, like don't get too much attached or like too possessive with your romantic partner because you will never know when you will break up. Because so you should not be
Hmm.
like getting a long term effect over like some other random ass people. So
Yeah,
we're trying to
basically, like
and big
it's
outcome.
up. You can go back and watch the poll once you upload it,
wait,
mate. Come
mate.
on.
I was listening, all right.
Anyway,
I was listening, all right.
it's up to
And big,
you. It's up to you. You can
yeah,
ask cross questions, but I can go from the beginning. You can
No,
ask follow-up
no,
questions.
no, no, no. I get
Yeah.
it. I was listening all the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, to conclude this, the main conclusion is don't change yourself for a relationship that you had for merely like 2 months, you know. Be
Yeah. Be
learn
Yeah,
yourself,
to
guys.
but
learn to
if you got
appreciate yourself, learn to take
yeah.
opinions of your close ones, right? Just don't try to change your habits just because a random person told you that you are not good enough or
Yeah, just like
something
you
like
can
that.
see charm in someone's face in the pose. Don't be like this. Exactly, we have got a real life example, buddy. You could have given this thing. Don't be like
See,
this. Be a
some people
man.
can't see someone
Be a
happy.
man.
Yeah, being a man means you can't be happy, right? Being a man means you must be serious all the time, sad all the time, depressed all the time, or something like that. As a man, smile sometimes, be happy sometimes, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
You're smiling and then like blushing is different thing, bro. You're like having a lipstick stop on your cheeks without even having these things.
Oh,
So
I think we should hire video editor who will do that for us.
you guys can hire
Smile.
me if you're like paying. If you're thinking of paying, you guys can just hire me.
So we can give you $2 per hour if you're okay with that.
$2 per hour. Fuck off. $2 per hour. I will rather go and like collect cans. If I get 20 cans, I will get $2. I would rather go collect cans than editing vlogs.
Uh,
Editing not vlogs, editing posts.
so
Vlog is
yeah,
easy. Then port like you have a 2 hours video and I have to review everything. Fuck off.
yeah, makes
Oh
sense,
God,
makes sense.
Corey.
Definitely makes sense. Yeah, but like, yeah, at the end of the day, every relationship is different. Like two people, like completely, it's up to them to like make it work out or make it not work out, or like how they deal with each other and how they deal with each other's stuffs. I think there's no generalized answer to when it comes to a relationship. Like I'm not trying to
Yeah,
say
this one is like,
only the romantic, not only the
yeah.
romantic relationship, but like every relationship that you have in your life it's completely different for every person, and you cannot really generalize stuffs, right? Because what might work for me might not work for Himal, or like what's going really smooth for Chris might be absolutely disaster for Himal. You know, so
Why I'm being that guy in all
no,
the
no, it's
scenarios?
not.
Why
It's just
you're
an
not trying?
example.
Why?
Just come on,
Yeah.
go into the
But
listener mode, man. Yeah. Anyway, it's just an
okay,
example. Like
okay.
all the people think differently. All the people, all the couples maybe think differently. Like they have their own way of doing things, and maybe someone's way of showing love is toxic possessiveness, right? So I guess that pretty much depends on the person. And yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the reason we cannot really generalize anything at all when it comes to stuff like this, because everything is different for everyone. And yeah, at the end of the day, it definitely makes sense to talk out with your partner if there's something that you don't feel right about, if you don't really feel good, if you're getting the positive
Yeah.
feelings as well. I think it makes sense to talk it out with them and maybe sort it out instead of like really keeping it with yourself and like trying to suffocate from that feeling, right? It's not only about possessiveness. In general, like that would be the case for like a healthy relationship. At least that's what I think. And yeah, I think we're pretty much done with the possessiveness part. The thing that that we concluded over this discussion is that women tend to be more possessive in committed relationship, but like when it comes to relationship of like I mean like non-romantic relationship, when it's with your family members or siblings or something like that, in that regards men tend to be more possessive. And like the other thing we concluded was that family possessiveness is more more like reasonable and more beneficial for you than the romantic relationship possessiveness, because like in you see in romantic relationship you can your partner can get possessive if you're even if you're just going out with your friends, but like your family will not be possessive if you're going out with your friends, right? So that's what differentiates the romantic and non-romantic possessiveness. So yeah, I guess that's it for all the things that we concluded for this topic. Anything else
Yeah,
that I missed, Chris?
No, but the more we talk about being possessive and talking about relationship stuff, long distance relationships, the more I feel like, no, life is better when you're single, I just feel like that
Yeah.
See,
sometimes when we look at the bad aspects of our relationship, because there are
I
so
think
many
yeah,
things to complain
I think
about
we.
in a relationship.
I would have loved to discuss the good aspect, but you guys don't have experience, so I don't think you guys would be talking about something that you haven't experienced.
Chris, Chris,
Hopefully
Chris.
you guys
Uh,
have experienced.
all right, so yeah, yeah. I think if you just want the peace of mind, I think it definitely makes sense to be single because you're by
Like,
yourself,
uh,
and yeah, I
yeah.
think you guys
Like
can
at
talk
our
talk more
age,
about. Yeah, I think you guys can talk more about this than
I
me
think,
because you guys are more
I
experienced in
think
being
like
single.
at our age, I think it's better to be single. It's like either go for casual or like be single for a while. Because why would you want to listen to some some random 18 years, 16 years, 17 year, 19-year-old small girl stuff, and then like who is trying to like ruling over you, and then like try to
So,
boasting
yeah,
around
see, it
you,
depends, man. It
and then like
depends. It depends
and
on your
then
partner, actually. That 16-year-old
yeah, it's
Sonny.
actually it's actually hard. I'm not like basically pointing out all the girls, but like it's rare. It's like finding a good man. It's like rare, and then like finding a good, caring, and then like supporting woman. That's a hard thing. But like if you get one, that's like you won in life, mate. 'Cause if you get one who is like small in age and then like really supportive, really like who like really have vision and then like really like thoughtfully and then like you can go for it. But like I have not seen a lot of cases, so if I have to talk in general, I think I can say these things because I'm talking about the general public, not about the specific random random success story or like random like downfall story. It's like I have to go in the general where the public is going. So public is basically dating for the name of like how many access do you have? Of five, cool. At the age of
Really?
18, you have five access?
Wait, wait,
Ah,
wait, wait.
Chris, at the
People,
23, at the age of 23, Chris have zero. Buddies, learn from him. Come on,
wait, people,
that's
people,
the speed.
people glorify having more access. I didn't know that.
No, they do, because Gen Z is different stuff.
Gen Z, mate, not Gen Z.
It's really,
Bro, we are not Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Wait, we are
We're
Gen
Gen
Z,
Z,
mate.
Gen Z. But
We are Gen Z.
Oh,
I
we
don't
are.
know.
From
I don't
1999.
prefer myself.
Oh, is
No,
it from
No, I'm
1999?
my date of birth is 1998. So
1999 to
basically, I'm not Gen Z.
2014 is Gen Z, and like, uh, from
Then Gen
2014
Alpha?
it's Gen Alpha, and then Gen Beta is coming. What the hell is all this versioning, man? Why don't you say
Bro,
human version 1.0, human version 1.2.3? You know, like just give
Who the
tags.
fuck
yeah.
like who the fuck clarified this? Yeah, who the fuck clarified this? Like
Yeah, who's
who the fuck
determining
give
what?
tag like this? Like
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
baby boomer, it's
I don't like the
millennial. What the hell
idea.
is this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
like yeah. Anyway, so
The
I was
outcome
talking
from
again.
the this podcast and the previous one is that you just look for a partner who's gonna help you grow up in all aspects, even though that is rare,
Yeah, not only look. I would like to give one point. What's the name? Chris. Yeah. So don't just go for a look,
What's
but I actually like
yeah, oh, my
forgot
name
like
is
what was
Krish,
the
man. Yeah,
name?
my name
don't
is
go for
Krish.
looks. You're saying don't go for looks only.
Yeah. Yeah, don't cover the look only. Like if like she
Mm,
can be pretty and then like she can be Coca Cola, but like she can be good from the inner heart. Or like she can be good for your progress, your family stuffs and all. Uh, she can
mhm.
be one to like have you wanna like have family. Like she is only good material if you wanna go for a casual. And then like if you're thinking for the if you're really serious about dating just don't go for the looks. That's why like Ananda have got more relationship than us. You can even take
Yeah,
him as an inspiration.
yeah.
So
Having more access is,
anyway,
Bro,
having more access is an
you guys have
insult.
zero,
so
so like anything is like better than you
yeah.
guys stats.
I know having
So
more access is,
basically we will marry, we will directly marry. We will find someone who is like wife material and then
Yeah,
date her
who's
for a
had
couple of
like
couple of
You marry
couple
someone
of
who's at
You
years,
like,
know,
and then
you
like
know, having an ex is such a
burden.
same.
disappointment because of
Yeah,
two reasons.
same.
One, because you are not able to satisfy your partner's needs,
Nah,
and
it's not about.
Yeah,
second
yeah,
of all, not looking at your
yeah.
partner, you yourself lack these skills to satisfy the partner, you know?
It's not about your like.
Yeah.
It's not about
No
satisfying, man.
energy.
Sometimes you see, that's the
It's
reason
not
I said
about
you
you're
guys.
taking it. You're taking things in a different
No,
topic.
see, see, see,
He is not
see.
talking about satisfying means
You got
like not satisfying in that way.
no, no, no. I
Yeah.
don't mean
And on
physical
top of
satisfaction.
it,
See,
yeah, on top of it, what you just wanted to add on it, on top of it, what you realize is that you lack the potential to choose a partner that you thought would be your partner for a long time, but you actually lack the ability to choose that partner that you thought was right, you know?
so
So
like
it's also
that's the
basically it's a
problem,
skill
guys.
issue.
That's the problem, guys. That's the problem. You get to hear something like this
Like
from
why
people
you
who haven't really
like
had
so
any
so
relationship.
I would like to ask question to Anand because he's really trying to like cool, trying to act cool in front of us.
Yeah.
So
By
can you
having
please
access.
like yeah, that's the total bullshit. In your thirties, you will regret like yeah, I was like oh fuck, and then like I will get this clip and
See,
then
guys, there is
show to
no
your
such.
future wife and then
Wait, there is no such thing as
yeah.
soulmate. There is no such thing as like the one, right? You have to find that. And yeah, you don't really get the perfect partner on the first try. You gotta try. You don't even know what you need actually, unless you are in a relationship.
Yeah,
So
actually, Chris, he is Genji. You know, we're not Genji. He's
see,
Genji.
no, guys,
You can
once
see
you
from
get
his
into one, you will
talking style.
understand. But like, yeah, I don't think you'll just find the perfect partner on the first try, on the first go. If that's the case, yeah, good for you,
Like,
right? But the chances of
what do
happening
you,
that
what do you
like
like?
long distance relationship has more chance of succeeding than finding the right partner in the first go. All right, so it's that rare. And having an ex doesn't mean that you failed as a person. It just means that you guys had different pathways, you guys had different opinions, maybe you guys didn't weren't really
And
compatible,
then if
and
if
something like that.
if it was all clear, and then why you guys were together for
You
the
don't know
like?
that unless you're with
Why you
them,
guys
right?
were?
You don't know that unless you're with them.
Yeah,
You
so
can,
like, so don't date until you know each other, right, Chris?
Yeah,
yeah,
basically.
you can see you know someone, like you have a pretty good understanding of them, and then you date them, but you might actually not know the
I wanna
actual
ask.
stuff
No, no,
unless
no,
you
no.
get into the relationship
I
itself,
will ask
might.
one question and then you will lose. I will ask the counter question and then you will lose.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask.
Please don't go off topic. Yeah,
Till date, yeah,
yeah.
I won't go off
You
topic,
can
mate.
ask
Till
personal
date,
questions as well because this is a pod, man.
yeah, that's not a personal. It's up to you. You wanna answer it, you can answer it. You wanna
Sure.
ignore it, you can like just ignore it. Like
All right.
till date,
Uh-huh.
how many like into how many relationship you get by getting a feeling? Like you just casually end up dating, or like you're like, yeah, she's the one. I will go and then yeah, I feel like she's the one, and then you tried on her, or like you're like, yeah, go with the flow. Yeah, she's the prettiest. I'll just go for her, and then I just basic
See,
question. It's
eh,
up to you. You
it's
wanna pass or you wanna pass or you
no,
wanna
no, no,
pass
no,
or
no. I
answer?
think I'll try to answer it. Like, so
Okay.
see, it's been such a long time I haven't really dated, so I can't really answer the question as of now, like in the current context.
Uh,
And yeah,
uh,
but I think it's
mm.
bro, the mic. You guys are getting personal, guys. I think we need to move on from this topic as well, because like
Uh,
it's
Bro is
it's-
scared. Bro is
you
scared.
you guys are
He can. He
literally
can. Basically, he
you guys
can.
are making
No,
this
that's
pod
not
about
personal. That's
me,
not
about
because
question. You guys
that's the counter question. Counter question. If you tackle this, I would prefer like I lose. I will
I
not
think
prefer.
see
I will
the
let you
thing is
think I
that
lose.
if you meet people, if you talk with people, your like thinking changes, right? So maybe today you might be thinking that, oh, I just want the casual stuff, but tomorrow you might be thinking of something else. You might be thinking, oh, I think I actually see my future with this person. So you cannot really have a
No, you won't.
definite.
You can actually switch from casual to future one. I
No,
have tried this one.
no. You can actually have a different like perspective based on the person you are with, and it's something that you don't do not have like dogmatic opinion on, because something like that depends on the other side as well. So yeah, I don't think there is a definitive answer to that question, but like yeah, it depends
I
on
think basically
on people.
you lose. This was
No, it's not
our
about
win,
losing or
and then
winning, but like the thing that I want to point out is you definitely will not be able to find the right partner in like just one go, and everything is going to be just, unicorn and horses. I don't know what was the term, unicorn and something, flowers and unicorns, or unicorns and rainbows or something. Yeah, it's not going to be all, it's not going to be lived happily ever after in life. All right. So yeah, so
trying to act cool, but still,
that's
yeah.
something.
So this is why, like, do you think all the time and money on all the effort you spend on that one person is arguable over the experience that you received? Because at the end of the day, all we have is one bad ex that you could talk about, and all you can say is that,
See,
oh,
exactly,
it's probably her
exactly.
fault, you
That's the
know.
problem with the generation, man. You see, like, just because someone is your ex doesn't mean you have to go through the bad way. You have to like end everything in such a horrible way
Yeah, cause
and end things
like
that way, right? Maybe you can try to work it out, and if it doesn't work, you just have a mutual conversation. You have a good,
mutual
goodbyes and all.
separation.
You
That's
don't need
like a
to
divorce.
yeah, you don't need to
Divorce.
talk bad
Yeah.
about the other side, because you can have a good separation as well, and that's something.
Yeah, cause
Yeah, that's
you
something
guys
you need to.
spend well good time together
Yeah,
too.
it's
So
yeah.
you
You
can
you you had
basically
you had good memories. Why
yeah.
make it bad? Like by ending things in a bad way, ending things in a mean way. I think if people are emotionally not, mature enough to get into a relationship, like all the fights and stuffs like that, like ending everything
Mhm.
on bad terms happens because of that. I think that's the case, because like things don't have to be bad all the time you're getting separated, and you don't have to badmouth your ex all the time, because yeah, you guys, maybe the time was not right, maybe the place was not right, maybe you guys were just
Actually, like
not, it was just not
I
possible
just
to be
reached out to
together,
the one.
right?
Actually, I wanna share you guys that I have not shared with you.
Hmm.
That is like directly on the podcast. It might be a surprise.
Hmm.
So
By the
like
way, it's
basically
month
like
15, just to keep it out there. Yep.
okay.
All right,
So
mate.
like
Well,
basically like it's up to you. I feel like I was talking to a person back in 2018, 2019, and
uh-huh.
then like it sounds so cool, sounds so old. Back in 2018, 2019, that was a long time ago, mate. 6 years
When
ago.
I was 9
6 years
years
back.
old.
No, you and I. Yeah, you and 9 years old, but we are 7 years old. But still.
All right, come get to the topic,
Oh,
man.
let's try to calculate our actual age at the 2018, because like when I try to act cool, it was like 7 years back, and then when I calculate my age, I was like, what the fuck? Did I actually do this thing on that age? Don't you
We'll
guys
be
feel the
Well,
same?
we'll be
'Cause-
talking the same about pod. We'll see when we get in our 30s, and we'll be like, what the hell, we did something like this? And I'm sure we'll be surprised.
yeah.
So basically, like I was talking to a person online for a while, and then after a while, like I just create a bad impression about myself, and then I just got separated, like in terms of chatting, and then I felt like I should and after a long, I guess after a long, I feel like I did a wrong thing, because I wasn't supposed to act like that. I was like having like a good guy, and then like giving high hopes, and then like going underground like a bad guy. Not even going underground. Like it was like what exact term should I use? It was like yeah, giving a hard time to the other person, and then like it's like yeah, I didn't give a fuck. Who cares about your feelings and opinion? And then like just going underground. You know the alpha himal, like the risa, the toxic, the possessive one, and then so and then I feel like I should like, and like I feel this several times, like I feel like I should feel sorry, like I should say sorry at least. If I'm feeling sorry, I still like say sorry to someone, like, and then like I tried texting her several times in past too, and then like I was going on a normal thing, I was like just hey, hi, oh, and then like I was not getting a response, and then last day what I did was like I actually like planned a planned a like conversation, and then like I was like I was doing like self topping on her chat box, and then I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And then like, "Yeah, life is all good." And then like, and then I was just like, "Yeah, I just wanna have a decent conversation with you." And then that's one for the one line, and then the other line like it was like, so so if you're still if you make up to this point and if you're reading my text, so respond it, right? So because there is not only hi or hello, because you have got two or three or four lines of text, and then like I was like, and then I tried this technique, and I was hoping for a like good response, and then I was like, yeah, I got oh hi, and then like I actually end up things in a good way. So I'm actually free now. So I actually apologize. What's that?
Apologized. Apologized.
Apologize for apologize for what I actually did in past, and then like
Yeah, I think
even though
it's so see, life is all
so
about,
it's like so
learning,
in
right?
term in,
Yeah, it's
yeah
this
learning,
is
but like in terms
this is
of
also a
that like
skill.
I didn't end up like becoming an egoistic person. Like I could have like get my ego in between. If I listen to other friend of mine, they were like, don't get to her, past is past, and then like don't go and text him again and again and again. Everyone will suggest like this. Even if I have to give suggestion to other
Someone's
people,
trying
I
to
will
make
give
me
like
mad.
this. No,
See,
even
this is
if I
what you
have to
get.
give
This is
suggestion to
what
my
you
friends,
get for giving suggestion to your friends. This is what you get. Don't
no,
give suggestions to
no,
someone like
no,
him because
no.
they'll try to make you
Just
bad.
listen to
See, this is
me.
what I got.
Just just listen to me, because
Yeah.
so even if I have to give suggestion, I will do the same. So I'm not actually blaming you. So what I really felt, so I just want to pass the thing to the other person. So I didn't let my ego to like get in this thing. Because like if I have to think from the other perspective, I could like act like, yeah, I tried texting her several times, and then I could have been gone, and then like that's her problem if she's not responding to me. But like I tried different technique and it works. So basically you guys should learn from these things.
Mhm. It is the moral of the
It was
first podcast episode, right? Not having any regrets, you
Yeah.
know.
yeah, I feel like I gotta do this thing, and then like I don't have to give I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about others
The
opinion, and
whole,
then like I just tried, and then just end of the conversation.
see
So basically
whole
that's
point
it.
of the whole point of ASL, the three kids, Ace, Luffy, and Sabo, they also discussed they didn't want to have any regrets in their life, right? If said something, if said that thing.
Yeah,
And that's what also Luffy
yeah,
abides
yeah,
by. And I think, yeah, it's definitely makes sense for us to think and, have no regrets
yeah.
after all. And yeah, getting back to the, X and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean, if you, what I feel is if you have like, if you're flexing, you have 5X or something like that, something is wrong with you for sure. But if that's not the case, if you've had like a decent
I don't know.
relationship that basically didn't work
You're
out,
like you're watching the screen or not. You're watching the screen or not.
yeah, I'm watching it.
Just make sure like you point yourself while you're talking. If you're flexing about the 5x, you're wrong.
No,
I'm not
I never
telling like you're
flexed.
flexing. Just
I never
yeah, I know.
flexed
I'm
because
just like
that's not even
I'm just
a thing that's worth flexing, man. What that's stupid. But like I was basically trying to
yeah.
say like having experience and having no experience is a different thing, right? So it's not me trying to flex in any way, but like yeah, if you're just flexing about your ex, if you're just casually having all the relationship in the world and like that's stupid. But like just because you have X doesn't mean that has to be like a bad one, and that has to be something that you really hate
And
from
like
your deep within, right?
I would like to end one. I would like to add one more thing. Like it doesn't like you can say like you have got access, and you can't like count yourself as the experienced one, because you have not achieved anything. There might be some cases like this too. Even having one or two access, and
What's there
then
to achieve,
not
man?
good experience.
It's not sort of like a milestone or something like that. That's just about human connection, and there's nothing you're gonna achieve in a relationship, man. Your thought is
You can no, you can win her or like lose her. It's up to you, but you lose.
yeah, I get it. Maybe she was just not worth my time. Maybe I was not worth her time. Maybe we were just not meant to be together. I was
Mhm.
that's a completely
You
different
didn't
thing.
get it, or like I think you're just diverging my point. At least I hope. I don't know. I don't care. at least.
Shut up, man. I
Yeah,
think
continue.
it's time
Continue.
to end the
Anyway,
pod because like
anyway,
we've already had
yeah,
we've
Mhm.
already crossed
anyway,
the limit.
anyway, anyway, yeah, we crossed the limit. You're using the two meaning words. I know, dual meaning. I
No,
know.
no, no, no. I
So,
just made that we're past the time. Come on.
so basically, anyway, guys, basically, it's I think
Moving
that.
on, Chris.
Basically, anyway, holy shit. Yeah.
Chris, maybe you have something to say, Chris.
So Holy Seat is completely out of topic because audience don't know about the Holy Seat, but audience knows about the
They'll know it's
anyways
good.
and basically anyways, guys.
So at the end, yeah, all we did was discuss and argue about being possessive. Then we talked about flexing where the more X's. I don't know, man.
This was this was more of like a casual part than like the serious one, right? Because yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about each other and stuff. Someone tried to get a bit personal as well, but like yeah, it is what it is.
A little
Yeah.
personal, you know.
Anyway, it was not personal. Basically, we can continue.
All right. Moving on. So as a host, I think it makes sense for me to end it, right? So yeah, we did have a
Uh,
pretty insightful conversation on possessiveness, and we again went back to the relationship stuff thanks to Himmel the hero, who was basically
I'm
asked to
all the
shut up
hero.
today, but couldn't even do it for like 20 minutes. But it's okay, I guess, because like we did have a pretty insightful topic and conversation. So I guess
Uh,
this is it for today's podcast, and if you, yeah, do want to add
I
anything,
like to
Himal?
end like this.
And I'll end it if you don't have
No,
anything to
like
add.
for the first time, he asked about my ending lines. So, and this time I have got no ending lines. So, bye bye, guys. See you on next
Uh,
pod when I will be there as a host,
and
and
indoors.
that episode will
yeah,
be
next,
going to be uh, next pod. I think I can even do from the leg side view if you guys want me to do.
yeah, next
Cause
part. For information, next part, Himal is going to be host because last part it was Chris. Then
so
it's
must
me right now, and
yeah
it's going to be Himal.
most interesting pod is next week, guys. So make sure you subscribe the
Yeah,
channel and
you have one
notifications
guy
stop.
speaking, two guy listening. Make sure to stay tuned for that
Uh,
part, man.
Stay tuned for
Oh
this
no.
noise pollution that you're about to experience.
Yeah, I feel bad for asses.
See. See
Yeah, I
who
feel
is
bad
going
for
personal now. See, guys, who
Anyway,
is going personal now.
anyway, all right,
Anyway,
guys. Have a
so
great day.
anyway.
uh, anyway, basically wrapping this
Holy shit.
pod up.
Yeah, all right, all right. Have a good day,
Just
guys.
wrap it up,
And
wrap it up.
I'm wrapping this up.
Yeah.
All right, see ya
And
guys next week.